Didn't see you there. Welcome back to the fucking gym. I'm your host, Papa Swolio. Don't take Ozempic, go to the fucking gym. Welcome back. Today we're talking about lab-grown meat, aka shit you shouldn't put in your fucking body. Or should I have gone the other direction? Shit you shouldn't put in your fucking body. Now this is in the zeitgeist, posted this on X, maybe posted on Instagram, whatever, about lab-grown meat. I've seen a lot of bot comments. I want to talk about that in a second too. But first, hit the like button, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Do you love lab-grown meat? And are you gonna eat it immediately when it hits the shelves? Maybe you will. He says this, I'm eating Start again. I'm eating lab-grown meat the second it's mass market ready. The second, immediately when it's on the market, I'm putting that lab-grown meat in my mouth. Immediately, the second it's mass market ready. There's never any issues with new products hitting the market. Gene therapy. Just immediately when it's out there, you should consume it. If it's in food and it's on the shelves, you could put it in your body. Nice job. Anyway, it's biologically identical to animal meat. What are you talking about? It's not animal meat, so it's not even close to being identical. There's a weird lack of understanding about complex systems, how complex the human body is. The billions and trillions of bacteria that digest our food, our gut biome, there's so many things that people don't understand. Lab-grown meat and grass-fed and finished beef is not biologically identical at all. One's completely synthetic and fake. The other one, yum-yums. The other one is actually harnessed sunlight. Steak is harnessed sunlight. The grass grows, the weeds grow from the sun. The cow consumes the grass. The photosynthesis, it goes into the body of the cow and the multiple stomachs, gets digested and becomes ribeye. You're eating sunlight when you eat a steak. It matters. It matters. It's biologically identical to animal meat and will reduce suffering more than any technology in the history of our planet as long as enough people switch over from factory farmed meats. Now I'll give you this, if you talk about factory farmed meats, yeah, literally eating dog shit is better than eating factory farmed meat. I'm being hyperbolic, it's not literally. If you're going from feedlot beef to lab-grown meat, maybe there's an improvement because poisoned animals are not good to be consumed. You don't want to be eating grain-fed beef and so on and so forth. I don't know about reducing suffering more than any technology. What about electricity? What about water sanitation? I think we've had a lot of great technological improvements. And this idea that reducing suffering by compromising human health, it's weird. Save the animals. We're the apex predators. We won. This is the cycle of life. It's totally fine. We just need more regenerative farming. We need to stop overproducing corn and soy and all these other synthetics and high fructose corn syrup and using glyphosate and X, Y, and Z. Again, just because the FDA approves something or something's legal to put on products or to spray on crops doesn't mean it's good for us. So it's mass market ready. It's 100% safe and effective. Lab-grown meat is 100% safe and effective. Are you ready for that? You ready to hear that? In all the marketing. Anyway, I've been seeing a lot of posts. So aside from, I don't really closely follow Jeff's other content. I know he's done a lot for the fitness community. A lot of people like his content, this and the other, science-based bros and all that stuff. But it's not biologically identical. It's not the same as actual real meat at all. I don't want to eat lab meat. I don't want to eat feedlot beef. I want to eat high quality foods. I want to eat the food that nature intended me to eat. Now, I'm not saying there can't be technological improvements, but just because something's mass market ready, who determines if it's mass market ready? We're talking about this on the podcast the other day. Pharmaceutical companies and food companies, they make billions and billions and billions of dollars. And then if they make a mistake and they get sued, we shouldn't have put that pharmaceutical product on the market. We pay out a settlement of $5 billion. Everyone's like, oh my God, $5 billion. That sure shows them. They made a profit of $80 billion. So that's what they do. They'll, move fast and break things and apologize later and pay out $5 billion, $10 billion. That'll calm the media and that will, kind of like chum the sharks a little bit. But when you make 40, 50, $80 billion in a quarter or in a year, $5 billion on a settlement every 5 years or so is no big deal. So these companies are paying out for settlements all the time. You just don't hear about it in the news. They just make so much damn money that they can do that and still get away with it. Criminal enterprise. But I've been seeing a lot of literally just like, looks like spam accounts saying as soon as it's ready, as soon as it's available, as soon as it hits the shelves, it's like everyone's parroting the same thing. So now there's a huge push propaganda to get you to eat lab-grown meat. But they're not going to tell you the downsides, because guess what? They don't know what the downsides are. It hasn't been on the market for 20 years, for 30 years. We've got high fructose corn syrup and seed oils. Seed oils were industrial waste products. Did you know that ibuprofen, you used to have a prescription to get ibuprofen? Now they pass it out like Tic Tacs. If you're in the military, you know what I'm talking about. They pass out Motrin like it's nothing. Oh, you have an itch on your ball sack? Here, take some ibuprofen. Here's some Motrin. So once you understand that these companies, they're looking for a profit, and there's nothing wrong with a company looking for profit, but the incentives are wrong. They're trying to maximize profit, and there's no focus on actual health. Real meat, real food, real exercise. Don't take Ozempic. Don't take that shit. Waste your muscle mass, your brain matter. This is fucking, evacuating your bowels, blindness, all these other issues. Anytime someone thinks something is safe or says something is safe, all you gotta do is wait a little bit and see the results. So when you're rolling out lab-grown meat, there's going to be problems. You might not see it or be able to tease it out in studies or isolate it. Then someone's going to have a problem. I had all these issues. Yeah, well, it can't be the lab-grown meat, right? It can't be the jibby jab. It has to be something else. Whatever the protocol is, whatever they're trying to push. They've been trying to push this vegan propaganda or stop eating meat. Remember Beyond Meat and all that crap? And that company practically went under. It's just fake-ass food. Eat real food. Eat real meat. Do what you got to do. Now, you might have a different opinion. You want to eat lab-grown meat as soon as it's on the market. Look, it's your money. You want to buy that stuff, go for it. But I am very hesitant, and I'm very skeptical about these things. And I think you would be mistaken to do otherwise. Just because it's on a shelf in a supermarket, or just because something says, hey, you can chew this and put it in your mouth, doesn't mean you should. Just because it says it's meat doesn't mean it should go in your mouth. I don't see how this is controversial, but it's crazy. You have the science-based community, and then Jeffrey Nips posted something about the nature fallacy. I'm seeing a lot of this in the comments and the replies because he got roasted, or a lot of people disagreed. I disagree. It's the appeal to nature fallacy, where, something's natural, it's got to be better for you. Which is, he's correct in mentioning that, but that also goes the other way too. If something in nature is automatically good, which is not true, there are poisons in nature. There are a lot of plants that are toxic. Just because something's natural doesn't mean it should be consumed. It's a great marketing term. Natural ingredients, it's like 200 ingredients that's made from a roach's asshole, right? But then you have the other side of the coin, that just because there's a study about something doesn't mean that proves it true. Just because there isn't a study about something doesn't mean that what someone's saying is wrong. And you don't need a triple, quadruple, blind study to use your brain, to use common sense. And when it came to a few years ago, the quote 100% safe and effective, if you have 3 brain cells, maybe even 2 to rub together, you know that nothing on this planet is 100% safe, nor is anything on this planet 100% effective, except abstinence. But 100% safe, walking down the street ain't 100% safe, bro. You could walk down the street, trip and fall. Now, maybe you walking down the street, maybe there's a 99.99999% chance you won't die. But it's not 100% safe. You can't say that, because you could trip and fall. A car can, someone could be reaching for some lab-grown meat. They were eating lab-grown meat in the car, and they dropped down the seat and they're trying to reach between the cracks, and then they run you over. So mass market ready does not mean a fucking thing. FDA approved does not mean a fucking thing. These things do not mean anything. You have to actually see the outcomes. And my goodness, following from the top down, from government recommendations or whatever is mass market ready, following those recommendations, we are in this current situation. This current state of our health, of our country, is as a result of mass market ready products. Cut down the fats, cut down the sugars, and you're adding in all these seed oils and vegetable oils and artificial sweeteners. Everything that's in our food supply that's absolutely fucked, the atrazine, the glyphosate, everything that's poisoned with, it comes to like our wheat germ agglutinin and the garbage preservatives and stuff that they put in breads, and it's all stale, and it's just gross. Our food is disgusting. You have to be active in your pursuit of eating quality foods. You have to find them, and I know that can be tough for you. Some people would rather just go and buy something that's mass market ready, aka lab grown meat, because it's easier and it's socially acceptable. Everyone else is doing it. They're talking about it on MSNBC and CNN. It's a great invention. It is reducing suffering and blah, blah, blah. I would like to reduce suffering from human beings. And you know how you do that? You feed them real food, exercise. You eat quality food. You get quality sleep. You get sunlight. You eat sunlight. Eating a steak is eating sunlight. Isn't that amazing? It's fantastic. So I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of lab-grown meat. I don't need studies. I'm not saying I'm against reading them, but I implore you to use your brain. We need more logic and common sense. That's what I'm saying. You could have your own opinion. You could show me the sheets and everything. I'm open to looking at stuff. I don't know all the details. I don't have all the breakdown of what lab-grown meat he's and all these other people are actually talking about. But biologically identical, they're not. What are you referring to as biologically identical? This has 6 grams of protein. This has 6 grams of protein. Well, we all know that different types of protein, absorb differently. Not all protein is equal. Some are incomplete proteins, different amino acid profiles. There's a lot of differences with these things. Not to mention a lot of foods have elements that can maybe block absorption of certain vitamins and minerals. So I don't know what the hell is in this stuff. And I'm sure when you have lab-grown meat, quotes and quotes, you're gonna have a lot of different types. Is it made with soy? Is it gonna be made with, is it gonna be made with stem cells or whatever from a cow's, taint, grundle taint? I don't know, man. Sounds gross to me. I'm not gonna eat it. I'm gonna stick to my grass-fed and finished beef. Ribeyes for the win. You wanna eat your lab-grown meat, you're free to do so. What are your thoughts? Drop in the comments down below. But are you gonna eat lab-grown meat when it's mass market ready? Meh. Follow the sheep. It's 100% safe and effective. It's mass market ready, people. Go eat your lab-grown meat. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Drop a comment down below. What do you think? And we'll see you next time. Thanks for being here. And go check out, if you want more logic and common sense, go check out papasolio.com. Pick up some merch. We got hats. We got, who's this? T-shirt. We got lots of cool stuff. But thank you so much for being here. Knowledge Cock from the fucking gym. Drop your thoughts down below. Go pick up some merch, papasolio.com, and join the fam for all our programs, yoga, meditation, elimination diet, all the protocols inside the Swolenormous app. Join the fam, swolenormousx.com, and we'll see you next time.